Hello people, it's Freizeit. Today I show you a complete heal guide, mostly for priests, for phase 4 in World of Warcraft Season of Discovery, with all wounds I use, my talents and Molten Core. Let's go! First of all, we go into runes. For the head, it's Divine Aegis, since there's no other option for healers. The chest, I go Serendipity. It is very strong with two other runes I go into later. You could go Strength of Soul if you use your shield very often, but the shield should still only be used as an emergency button. On the waist, Empowered Renew. It is pretty likely that you heal with another priest, and with that there can be 2 or 3 renews on the tank. And you can make your Prayer of Mending jump in an instant when you use your rank 1 renew for 30 mana on a target that might not get any damage anytime soon. Legs, Prayer of Mending. This is your best heal for now and the only heal option on your legs. You should pretty much always use it on cooldown. Feet. There I go for Dispersion. When you don't have any mana problems, you could go for Pain Suppression to help a tank survive a dangerous situation. Or Spirit of Redeemer, which is a rune I really like, but Dispersion is just too good, I think, to not be used. Wrist, Surge of Light. This can just save many lives and synergizes great with Serendipity and Binding Heal. Hands. In raids I use Circle of Healing most of the time. Just against Ragnaros the Firelord himself I go Penance, since you don't have everyone in your range to heal anyway. And the tank needs much more healing there. In addition, the fight takes much longer than other battles, so it's great to have Penance as a very mana efficient heal. Back, Binding Heal. Binding Heal is used as your flash heal, with more healing power, less mana cost, and in addition to heal the target, it also heals yourself. As I said, this just synergizes very great with Surge of Light and Serendipity, which activates 2 times, since you heal the target and yourself. Soul Warding is of course also an option, but I just like Binding Heal more. For the finger wound, go Holy and Shadow if you wanna deal some damage with Shadow Word Pain or Smite. If you wanna go for melee attacks every now and then, go for the weapon you wield. And now we go to talents. I go very deep into the discipline tree to get Divine Spirit. First, the werent specialization to do a bit more damage when there's nothing to heal, a better shield and fortitude. Meditation is just great to get some mana back in fights, and Inner Focus is really great, but a spell I often forget that I have it. Mental Agility for lowering the mana cost of some spells, and then Divine Spirit. Of course you need only 1 priest to go for that, but since I mostly go with pack groups at the moment, I can never be sure that I have a heal priest in my group, so I better go for it. And it's also easier if you have 2 priests to buff everyone with that. In the Holy Tree I go for Improved Renew, since I use that very often, and Crits for heal, which is just strong for itself and works well with the runes Divine Aegis and Surge of Light. Divine Fury to lower the cast time of your heals a bit, and Inspiration to give your tanks a bit more armor when you crit. We reduce the mana cost of some heal spells and go for 2 very nice talents. Spiritual Guidance, which makes your heals stronger, 25% of your spirit, and Spiritual Healing, which just makes them 10% stronger. Not much to say about these 2, these are just great talents. When you saw my talents in phase 3, I just removed the Prayer of Healing skills because I rarely use that for the raids. Let's go into the Molten Core now. I don't go into full tactics here, just into stuff that you need to do as a heal priest. For World of Warcraft Season of Discovery there are different heat levels in the Molten Core, which is just higher difficulty. For heat level 1 you just do Molten Core, for heat level 2 you need 96 fire resistance, and for heat level 3 you need 226 fire resistance. You can also count stuff as do it buffs in, so you don't need the full fire resistance, but it might help. Your main goal, of course, is to heal everyone and keep everyone alive. I will go to every other job you have to do as a heal priest, and I won't tell you every time that you have to keep your raid alive. I already said it at the runes, but say it once more. I just swapped Circle of Healing for Penance for Ragnaros. So the first 9 bosses I always use Circle of Healing and was fine with the mana. Just for Ragnaros I go Penance, since it's a much longer fight and you are not in range of a whole group anyway most of the time. The first boss, Lucifron. It will help to give all your melees shadow resistance buff, since everyone close to Lucifron will get shadow damage every now and then. You stay away from Lucifron and his ads, because they cast mind control, but it has only a 20 yards range. Your heals have a 40 yards range, so you should never be mind controlled. But you need to dispel any target that is mind controlled. There's also a curse that needs to be dispelled, but that has to be done by mages and druids. As a priest you also want to dispel impending doom, since it will deal great damage to the raid. Magmadar. Magmadar fears every now and then. So you want to have a fear ward or maybe tremor totem from any shaman in your group out. There's not much else to do for you as a priest. You don't stand in front of the boss, but why would you ever do that? The tank has to face him away from you anyway. Gehennas. First, don't stand in the rain of fire. Your mages and druids need to cleanse the curse, or your healing becomes very hard. Again, stay away from everything, especially the ads, because they might stun you. Garr. Again, just don't stand close to the ads or Garr, since Garr will use magma shackles that will slow you, and the ads will blow up when they die. Dispel, emulate and heal everyone here, and your job is done. After the fight you might need to rebuff, since the boss dispels buffs. Baron Geddon. You need to dispel the Ignite mana debuff. When you are infected with a living bomb, run out of the raid so you don't kill everyone standing close to you. Shazzrah. This boss will sometimes blink to a random player, leaving a mirror image at the place he blinked to. This mirror image will cast Arcane Explosion, so just run out of that place when he blinks to you and heal everyone. Sulfuron Harbinger. Again, don't stand close to the boss and just dispel Emulate and Shadow Word Pain whenever you can. Golemagg. There's nothing really special for you at this boss except Pyroblast that will deal big damage to a random player, and this player need to be healed back, so the next Pyroblast, which might hit him, does not kill him. Avoid the stones falling from the ceiling and everything is fine. Majordomo. Again, nothing special for you, just make sure that the tanks have high HP, so the burst abilities from the ads don't kill the tanks. Ragnaros the Firelord himself. Stay away from other players. Ragnaros will cast a lava burst which hits a random player with mana. If you stand close to the target player, you will be hit too and will be thrown around the room. At 50% Ragnaros will submerge and ads will spawn. Don't be too close to the ads if possible, since they mana burn you and suck you in and explode upon death. It looks like you will also take damage every now and then when standing too close to the lava. The lava explodes and deals damage to you. It's not too big of a deal, but just be aware of that. That is it for my Heal Priest guide for Season 4 of World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. I hope that did help anyone, and if it did, don't forget to subscribe for the coming Blackwing Lair, Karazhan, Scarlet Monastery, Naxxramas raid guides, and leave a like if you like and leave a dislike if you dislike the video, and see you, bye!